Today's lesson is going to be about how to solve division questions using multiplication.
So the example in the work I've set today wants you to look at how to find 83 divided by 3. And the important thing to know for that is that 83 divided by 3 is just asking you how many times 3 fits into 83. So if we can solve how many times, what number is going to go in that box, how many times 3 fits into 83, then we can solve the question 83 divided by 3. We can solve that question. These two things are essentially asking you the same thing. They're both asking you how many times 3 fits into 83. Right? So we're going to look at what we have been doing this week. The first thing that we want to know, we know that 10 times 3 is 30. Because of what we've been doing this week, we should also know that 20 times 3 is 60. And using the same logic, 30 times 3 would be 90. But we want to know how many times 3 fits into 83. 90 is going to be too high. So we know that it fits in 20 times into 60, but we wanted to go up to 83. So if it goes in 20 times into 60, we've got another. If we wanted to get up to that 83, we've got to add on 23 more. So how many times is 3 going to go into that 23? 20 times into 60, how many times 3 is going to give us 23? Well, you should know if we know our 3 times table. 7 times 3 is 21. 8 times 3 would have been 24, but that's bigger than what we want. We want to go up to, but not over the 83. So we know this thing here, we know 20 times 3 equals 60, and we know 7 times 3 equals 21. So if we combine them together, 20 times and 7 times, we know that 27 times 3 would be 60 add 21, 81. We could do 28 times 3, that would be 3 more, that would be 84, but that's higher than we need. So the maximum we can go up to is 27 times is 81, but those of you that are paying attention will know that 83 is 2 more than 81. So we'll go in those 27 times, but we'd have 2 left over, or a remainder of 2. So 3 goes into 83 27 times, and it has 2 left over. So 83 divided by 3, 27 remains 2. Right, the next question that I've asked you to look at as an example is to find out what 93 divided by 4 comes to. To work that out, if we're going to use multiplication, we want to know how many times 4 fits into 93. So 4 times what is going to give us 93. These are the same questions. They're both asking us how many times 4 fits into 93. So first thing we know, nice and simple, 4 times 10 is 40. And following what we've done this week, we know that 4 times 20 is the same as 4 times 2 times 10. So that's going to be 80. We would also know that 4 times 30, because 4 times 3 is 12, so 4 times 30 would be 120, but we only want to go up to 93, so that's too high. What we want to do is get up from that 80 to the 93, but 93 is 13 more. So we're going to think about our 4 times table. We have 4, 8, 12, that's going to get us just under the 93. 80 add 12 would be 92, but if we add another 3, that would be 15, which will get us up to 95. So that's too much, so it will only go another 3 times. So we know 4 times 3 is 12. And if we combine these two facts together, 20 times 4 is 80, and 3 times 4 is 12. We know that 23 times 4 is going to be the 80 and the 12 together, which is 92. So we've nearly got up to that 93. If we added another 4, we get up to 96, and that would be too high. So 4 is going to go in 23 times, because 20 times 4 is 80 and 3 times 4 is 12. Add those two numbers together. 20 times and 3 times will give us 80 and 12, which would give us 92 altogether. So how much have we got left over? If we wanted to get to the 93, it would go in 23 times to get us 92, and we'd have 1 left over. Same thing here. 93 divided by 4 is going to be exactly the same. It's asking the same thing. So we're going to get 23 times and 1 left over, because we know 23 times 4 would be 92.
Right, hopefully that's helped you with how to solve division questions using multiplication. You want to think about how many times that number goes into the number you're looking for. Think about your multiples of 10. Does 10 times go in? Does 20 times go in? Does 30 times go in? If it doesn't, you want to go back to the previous multiple of 10 and go on from there. How many more multiples of that number can you fit in to the whole number? For a lot of these questions, you're going to have a remainder. You just that little r that you put on. It tells you how many more are left over when you can't fit another lot of that number into the number that you're looking for. If you have any questions or you get stuck, drop me a comment or send me a message and I'll try and help out.